Great Chan is coming. So, hello Ray. Ray, did you see that we are now linked on Facebook? Yeah. So. The others. Yeah, one more important thing for you. It could be that you will not remember me next week. I will look completely different, yeah, perhaps. I go to the hairdresser tomorrow. Yeah,
I'm looking forward for that.
I don't like that very much, but I have to. Yeah. So I will get a new haircut. I don't know what will happen. These are all dynamic women, and yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It will be great. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I don't know where the others are. What I want to show you in the beginning is, I think it will give you an impression about the importance of social media. We just saw something similar, but that was concerning the whole internet. And this here is only focused on social media. Yeah. So I think it's a good possibility to give you an impression, and so it's will show all the social media portals, including China, and yeah, how it will grow, how it will change in the years. And it's I think it's from 1997 to now. Yeah, so there's also the change from in the technology from Web 1.0 to Web 2.0 when the internet became more dynamic, because there is a possibility to talk directly. Yeah. So yeah, so let's see this video. I think you should see here my desktop with YouTube, and yeah, so have a look at that. I hope it works and will not make breaks. If it's like this, I can send you the link, and then you can see that again. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so it starts with 1997. Yeah, and I didn't know them. Yeah, it's very early. So I stop here for a moment. So what you can see here, here are classmates and Friendster. Yeah, so it's in 2003, and you see how effectful this was. So classmates, I think you get an impression what that is. So you can look for your classmates, and in the beginning it was very interesting, yeah, for people. And then you see there's MySpace, yeah, so it's small here, and Xing, yeah, this was more business portal. So you see how interesting that was in the here in 2003, and then you will see the big change here. So I stop here. You see Facebook. Yes, Facebook is on a small level. So they started in 2004, and it was only a university portal for social media. And yeah, you will see how it will increase. So then you see here there's the Sina Weibo, yeah? So it's
That's it.
Chinese offer, yeah. So it's working, yeah. And you see the others. So Facebook is growing and growing, yeah. And the others they lose their users. Yeah, but you see Sina Weibo, and there's also Baidu will come. So there's another change. You see Facebook is on the way. WeChat now on third place, yeah. Instagram is growing. Sina Weibo is growing, yeah.
And the second one, second one is QQ, which is also a product from Tencent.
Yes, yeah.
And actually,
yeah.
well, if you want to get into WeChat, you need a QQ number, which is actually the same number you log in the QQ.
Okay.
So basically they are the same things. They are a little bit different, but belong to the same company, which is Tencent.
Ah, okay. Okay, good to know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, then you see Twitter. Yeah, that's the portal that Donald Trump is using. Yeah, and yeah, sometimes. Yeah, okay, our you, so it's Russian. Yeah, Pinterest. Yeah, Pinterest made it this way. LinkedIn, it's a business portal. Yeah, Xing is gone. Yes, it's smaller than LinkedIn. LinkedIn is worldwide. Um, and so it gives you an example. We have only 7 years to go.
TikTok.
Yep, going very fast. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. There's a little bit advertising in that. It's yeah. Sorry for that, but it's like this. I think it's to finance these videos. Yeah, TikTok is they started in 2018, 2017, 2018, and yeah, they come very fast. Snapchat, yeah, it's not that old, yeah. So they started in 2017, but we see they are not so successful, yeah, as TikTok is. Instagram, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, these two, yeah, WeChat, Sina Vaido, so they are very good. Yeah, Twitter, it's also part of Facebook, yeah. Pinterest, yes, is still there. Place 10. I don't really know what they make Pinterest because I don't use this portal. You can't use every portal. Yeah? That's the problem. Yeah, but you see how important Facebook is in the market, and so they have currently some problems because of racism. The problem is that some companies say that Facebook does not do enough against racism. Yeah, so they blocked their advertising for Facebook, and yeah, so it's against their compliance rules. Yeah, and so it's something. Yeah, at the moment it's a bit hot there. Yeah, do you know what compliance is? Do you have an idea what that is? I can explain it to you. So we have our rules, yeah, it's made by our government, yeah, and then a private company can decide to create its own codex, yeah, so the own rules. So they can say we don't make any business with criminals, or we don't make any business with Scientology. Yeah, so it's a extreme church. Yeah, for example, and so they create their rules, and some say, okay, we so for example, we have some banks here in Europe, and they say we only finance sustainable projects. Yeah, so projects which are sustainable, and we don't want to have this old technology that is destroying the world. Yeah, and so these are compliance rules. Yeah. We had a big problem in Germany here with Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Volkswagen had yeah, so it was it was found out by the US government for pollution, whatever. Yeah, I don't know how you to tell that. And they found out that
There is a program to control the engine
yes,
and
yeah. So it's
make a better performance in the test.
yes, it's a manipulating software that Volkswagen create, and when the pollution test is made to get the certification to ride this car. Yeah, so it was then manipulated. Yeah, on the road, this manipulating software was shut out, yes, or shut off. Yeah, and so the car was fast and was running fine. Yeah, but it didn't reach the pollution rules. And so also Volkswagen has compliance rules. Yeah. So, but this was a decision that has been made by the upper management, and not by the employees. Yeah. And sometimes in some companies you find yeah, you find a situation like this, that the upper management they are a bit criminal, yeah, and they try to make their money, yeah, for the stock market, and yeah, they do things like that, yeah, and so it was not good for Volkswagen to do that. Here in Germany, the demand was went down for some years, and now it's working fine again. But you see, compliance rules. If you make compliance rules, this must be made for every employer, yeah, and for the employees too. Yeah, so it's for everyone. That doesn't work. Yeah, so the boss does not have special rules. Yeah, it's that doesn't work. Yeah, so now there has been a change in the leading positions of Volkswagen, and so they had to pay in Germany too many million euros. They had to pay in the US. Yeah, so they had to pay much money for that. Because it was a manipulation, and it's against the rules in Germany. Yeah? You can't do something like that. So you sell a car, you say, oh, it's clean, it's a clean car, buy it. Yeah, and you buy it, and after a few years you have to see that it's not clean, this car. And so this was causing many problems for Volkswagen. And yeah, so this is an example for a company where the leading management is working with this compliance rules. Yeah, they do what they want, but they do it because they want to have to get more money, yeah, for their company. And yeah, so it's illegal, yeah, what they do. Yeah, and these are compliance rules. Yeah, so you have normally you say you don't want to be criminal, but in that case, in that Volkswagen, they were criminal. Yeah? And many people get their money back, yeah, from Volkswagen now, and yeah, so they buy another car. You know. So there's the same problem with Mercedes-Benz. They also manipulate cars. Audi also, it's a part of Volkswagen. Bosch, yeah, Bosch produced the control units for the cars. So they normally offer products which are compliant with the rules. Yeah, but Volkswagen asked for manipulated control units, or for control units where you can manipulate it. And Bosch told Volkswagen, don't do that. Yeah, but they did. Yeah, but Bosch didn't decline. They produced it because of the money. Yeah, and so they had to pay too for their assistance in criminality. Yeah, yeah, and now we have Facebook here with racism, and we'll see how that will work in the future. So Facebook, I talked about that when Trump has been elected. So it was also manipulated by social media, and so the data came from Facebook. And I don't know how it will work this time in November, when the next election will be made. I think there will be no or less manipulation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's something you can do. I go back to our presentation. I don't know where it is. That's fine. Didn't open it. Okay. I don't know why. Yeah. Go back to the course. Social media management. Okay. So you should now see
Yeah.
the presentation, and yeah, so we talked about levels of public. So I talked about that because it's a theory, yeah? And when we have some explanations like that, I think it's important to see how it works in our current times. And so it was I think it's interesting to see how the time is changing. Yeah. So last week we talked. We started with brand management in social media, and yeah. So where we have brand development, brand communication, brand design. And yeah, I wish to like to go more into it, how it works, and possibly was changing the kind of making marketing. Yeah, so we just talked about that. Yeah, so in social media, we speak about transparent society. Yeah. So, but what we have are privacy rules, and sometimes it can hinder to receive more data about the people. Yeah. But there's a big change that we have, and that we live now. So when we have a look back about 20 years, 25 years, the people in Germany, they were told to give the postman their addresses, and also age and family information, and so on. And so the people in Germany, they demonstrate against it with powerful, and then it was stopped. Yeah. So we talked about the we talked about Volkszählung. It's the name, the counting of people. Yeah, the counting of people. And when you have a look now and how many people give their private information to Facebook, or to Instagram, or to other portals, it's makes you laugh. Yeah, it makes you laugh. And so the transparent society is something you can market, yeah, and you can use to market. And this is something that will be done by the big portals. and or you see it in your country, yeah. So you're also transparent, yeah. You have this social credit system, yeah. You are also transparent, and but the disadvantage is that it can yeah, can give you problems when you want to buy a house or when you want to do something and can't do that. And if you're on a really bad level, then it's not possible for you to take the train or something like that. Yeah. So this is something that we don't have here that way. But what we have is when you want to have the credit, for example, to buy a house, then we have you need to give you're okay that you are solvent, that you have the money to pay, yeah. And it can be some, if you want to buy a house, yeah, that the seller says to you, okay, please, I want to have um, uh, your ability to take a credit or to pay. Yeah? So it's a bit similar. Or if you have an insurance, you have an insurance, for example, the insurance can check out if you have many problems with insurances, yeah, and then they can kick you out. They say, we don't want to have you as our customer, and they can kick you out. Yeah. So if you had some accidents in a short time, in a few months, it could be that the insurance don't want to sell the money for your accident, and yeah, then they can kick you out. Yeah. So we are also transparent. Yeah, I want to say with that's I want to say with that. So we are also transparent with that. Yeah. Yeah, and transparency in brand management is also important, because you can focus yourself on the customer. You have the information what your customer needs and what his preferences are, and then you can make a personalized offer to him. So customers have a detailed look at high-priced brands before they are willing to buy. Yeah, and it's what I said. Relevant content has to be published to gain confidence and not to lose attention of the customers. Customers are also interested in the manufacturing of the products and their used resources. 77% of the asked people believe that the products will not be enough tested before they're brought to market. Yeah, so this is something that comes from the competition with other companies. Yeah, you want to be as early as it works for you. Yeah, and it could be that you will have some technical problems. Yeah, you didn't check all cases, all possibilities. And yeah, if you have a customer who buys the product, it can be that you will have some problems. So when we talk about it in software, we speak we speak about B testing. Yeah, it's a previous testing before the product is brought to market. Yeah, and it has all to be clear when it comes out. But if you want to buy any computer parts, you are a B testing person. Yeah? It's not finalized at that moment. Yeah, this is sometimes it's the same for other products, for cars. Yeah, it can not all be tested, and yeah, so it's time, it's a period, and then the product has to be brought to market, so it will be done. Yeah, if it has some problems, it's like this. Yeah. I have an example with Volkswagen again. Yes, Volkswagen has created um, an electric car, and this car will not have all features. So the software will not be finished when the car will come out. So you will then have to go to the it will drive, yeah. So that's not the problem. But some features will not work, and you will have to go to your uh, to your car dealer, and then in a few months, and then you will then make the new software on the car and all these things. Yeah, so that doesn't work at the moment. This is the reason that you can see that here Tesla has big advantages at the moment, because this company is new, and they started with car production, but they also started with software production. Yeah, and the established companies here in Germany, they have they have car production. They don't have so much software production. Yeah, so they have to build up new groups and new company parts where software can be developed. Okay, again, we have 1.5 minutes to go. So let's make our break again. So we have 10 to 2 o'clock here. So it's for you, it's 10 to 8. So let's make a 10 minutes pause, and we will then meet us at 8 o'clock your time in China, and 2 o'clock p.m. Here in Germany. Yeah. Okay.